In this video, I will be going over how to copy on a new HP MFP. Right here we have our screen, so we have multiple icons that can be customized. This is a touchscreen panel. First thing we're going to do is select our copy icon. So the first thing that we're going to see is all of our common functionalities for copy. So off to the left, we have our 1 to 2 sided. So when we select this, we're going to get all of our options for two-sided copying. First thing we're going to see is our original side. This is just meaning what do we have in our document feeder as our original. And then output side means how do we want it printed out. So for example, say we have a two-sided original. We're going to say that it's two-sided. And then our output, we want to break it off into one-sided documents. So we're going to say our output is one-sided. So for this example, this is a 2 to 1-sided copy. Our color, we can leave this set for automatically detect, or if we want to select color or black and white. Let's say that I want all my copy jobs to be defaulted to 2 to 1-sided and black and white. Under quick sets and defaults, select save. To the right, you'll see an option that says save as app defaults, and at the bottom right, select save. Now, just to make sure that I've done this correctly, I'm going to select home, back out to my home screen. Then I'm going to go back into copy. And as we can see, this has now changed my defaults to 2 to 1-sided copying and black and white. You can also choose to save quick sets. Quick sets are common jobs that can be stored at the device. So if you find yourself consistently printing one-sided color documents, you can save this as a quick set and copy. When you choose to load the quick set, it will pre-populate with all of your desired settings. So to save as a quick set, we're going to select save. We're going to say save as quick set, and then we're going to name this. So we're just going to name this color one-sided. And then select OK, and then in the bottom right, we just want to select save. And then just to make sure that we've saved this correctly, we're going to select load. And right here we can see our color one-sided quick set. Select load in the bottom right, and this will now pre-populate with all of our settings. So as we discussed, all of our common functionality is going to be right here on the screen. Down here at the bottom, if we select options, this is going to give us all of our advanced settings here in copy. We've already gone over our sides and our color. If your unit has a finisher, the third one down is where you'll find your staple option. HP is image driven, so to the right you're going to see exactly where your staple is going to go. The next setting is our watermark feature. When we select this, we can select the drop down and select text. So we can select the empty box and our keypad is going to come up so we can create a custom watermark. We're going to name this test. Or to the right, you can select the drop down and use any of the preset watermarks. After we've created our watermark, we can also change the text font and also the text size and also the text color. And we can also choose if we want our watermark to go on the first page only or all pages. Stamp will work the same way. When we select this, first we're going to select where on our document we'd like our stamp to be placed. So we're going to select top right. And again, we can choose the empty box to create a custom stamp, or to the right, we can use a preset stamp. Stamps will be placed over the text, and watermarks will be placed behind the text. Next is our scan mode, and this is just designating what the original is. So typically we want to leave this set for standard document, but otherwise if we're scanning any books, we can select book, and it's going to get both sides of the book in the scan. We can also select two-sided ID. So this is a great feature if you want to scan the front and the back of a card, whether it be a business card, driver's license, and then it's going to put both sides of that card on one side of a sheet. You can select to prompt to scan both sides of the card, or if you're just getting one side of the card, like the front for example, just uncheck this box. Anytime we select a setting, it's going to describe what that setting does and instructions on how to operate it correctly. This image is prompting us to load the card face down at the top left corner of the glass. Next is your reduce and enlarge. You can choose to leave this set to automatic, and you can also choose to include margins. Otherwise, right here you have a manual percentage. So if you want to either increase or decrease in size and keep it on the same size original sheet. If I scroll down, the next is going to be our image shift option. So when we select this, this is beneficial. Say, for example, we know that we plan to put hole punching on the left of our document. So right here, I can image shift my document to the right, and that way, whenever I go to put my hole punches on, it's not going to interfere with the text on my document. Next is our original size. So we can leave this set to any size. Again, we have an automatic sensor in the document feeder. Otherwise, we can choose our original size. A nice thing that we have in here is mixed letter or legal. So if you put letter and legal in the document feeder, it's going to pull from the appropriate drawer, and then it's going to keep them in those sizes for your output. Next is our paper selection. This is where we're just choosing the output of our job, so we can choose our paper size. Again, we can leave this set to match original size, so it's going to automatically detect in the document feeder and know which tray to pull from, but otherwise I can change my size here. Same thing goes if I want to select my paper type or choose my paper tray. So next is going to be our booklet. We can turn on booklet format. From here, this is going to put both sides of the book on one page. Content orientation, this is just the orientation of the original or how I want my output to be, so we obviously can select between portrait and landscape. Pages per sheet, this is pretty much our N up, so we can put multiple pages on one sheet, so we can go up to 4. Our image adjustment, this is nice if we want to change any sharpness, darkness, contrast, clean up the background for our original image. Optimize text picture, this is best to leave this set for mixed, but otherwise you can tell the device what you have as your original. Edge to edge output will put the document to the furthest edges of the paper, otherwise this will be set to normal. You can also choose to erase edges, so in this case we can add margins. Next is our collate setting. Collate on is going to give us pages 1 through 10, and collate off is going to give us pages 111, 222, 333. Lastly is our multi-feed detection. This setting, when enabled, will stop scanning if it detects multiple pages being fed at one time. Now you are ready to begin copying on your new HP MFP. If you have any further questions, please feel free to reach out to your Centric corporate trainer.